What if the way you organize things like wine, coffee, or even your trash could actually transform the way you feel in your home? In today's video, I'll show you how to create specialty zones, spaces designed not just for function and beauty, but to bring positive energy into your kitchen. Welcome to Space Therapy, where we are working our way around the points of the room compass, LIFE, discovering what it takes to create a home designed by life. In video 2, I talked about why it's time to move on from the classic kitchen work triangle, which focuses only on objects, sink, range, refrigerator. Instead, I proposed that the work triangle should be the life work triangle, based on how we actually move through our homes, circulating, distributing, and collecting. Videos 3 and 4 focused on two collecting zones in the typical kitchen. One I call the gathering zone, the other is the snack zone. In video 10, I covered a distributing pattern that is also a collecting pattern, storing. Where do items collect after shopping? Distributing things throughout the kitchen as you're putting away your groceries, etc. Today, we're diving into what I call specialty zones, dedicated areas in your kitchen designed for specific activities. Think wine, coffee, trash, but also baking, pasta making, homework, breakfast nooks, cookbooks, all of that and more. Before I start, take time to subscribe so you'll get updates on insights and key design principles for creating inspiring functional designs as we post them. The National Kitchen and Bath Association, or NKBA, credentials me as a certified master kitchen and bath designer. Beyond that, in their Art of the Industry competition, this kitchen was considered the best overall for North America. The Wall Street Journal featured another client's project in their mansion section. Design Journal holds their 8X competition annually, awards for design excellence. It is considered the A&D community's largest prestigious competition. They gave the Platinum Award for Interior Design to a project in Kihei, Hawaii. Now, I want to pass those insights on to you so you can apply them in ways that fit your life. Let's start with one of my favorite collecting zones, wine. You've seen plenty of wine storage ideas online, so instead let me show you something different. One of my favorite ways of storing wines was when we changed a mechanical room and converted it into a refrigerated wine room with color-shifting lights built into the floor and then around the island, which was raised 12 inches off the floor with a bronze mirror base. In another kitchen, I reinforced a shelf with embedded angle iron to hold glassware and display pieces with no sagging. This wine zone included a sub-zero refrigerator drawer for chilled drinks, a Scotsman Cube ice maker, and a Perlick 2-zone wine refrigerator. Here is how this wine zone related to the rest of the kitchen. As a side note, notice the absence of wall cabinets. Here you see the advantage of 27-inch long runners and even 30-inch long drawer runners. So much more can be stored below the counters. I even raised the standard 4-inch toe kick height and replaced that empty space with deep, usable drawers. In case you're wondering, the cleanup activities in this kitchen happen in the back kitchen, where they're hidden behind the wall. Also notice how extra deep appliance garages easily hold the small appliances that can collect in a kitchen. Lastly, in another project, I had a client who collected red wines. Because it was such an important part of their lives, I took down walls and added wine storage that faced the hall as you entered the room. On the other side, there was a wine refrigerator, a sink for rinsing glasses, and shelves for stemware, all within reach. What about a specialty zone for coffee and tea? Some clients prefer built-ins. Others want everything hidden. One challenge: how could I transition from the kitchen counter into the glass display and the opening with original glass in it from the earliest 20th century? My solution was to create a freestanding cupboard with wire mesh panels in the doors. When opened, shelves pull out. As needed, the electric teapot is ready to heat water for tea. For the coffee lover in the family, the coffee machine is standing by to grind and make their espresso drink. Another client used a standard shutoff valve and a hose that's called a riser hose for a sink. That's being creative. Instead of dragging the coffee machine across the counter to access the water container, in this kitchen I attached 2 drawer runners to the counter, and voila, the coffee machine can effortlessly be pulled out to the front of the counter. A pull-out spice rack can be used for more than spices, as this client shows. She used it as a collecting zone for all her teas and related items. Water is the most used element in our kitchens, so adding a small sink in the auxiliary kitchen makes sense. This sink serves the baking process as well, as you can see. There was even a small microwave next to the breakfast counter, which doubles as a homework area. Switching now to trash, the internet is full of pull-out trash units. So what more do you get with one custom made to your specifications? An all-in-one drawer, paper towels, trash, recycling, and compost, all conveniently in one location. When you make a custom trash and recycle pullout, you're able to have the so-called junk drawer above it. In this case, trash is on one side of the sink and the dishwasher on the other, making this a true cleanup center. For this client, we used a custom stainless steel sink with a drain board, and that left room for a drawer below the sink to hold sponges and brushes. A porcelain tray catches drips while keeping things clean. One last tip: always try to place the trash pullout under the sink. That's where most people instinctively reach for it. A recycling bin can be located just about anywhere, but by locating it on the side next to the dishwasher, as you can see in this photo, the door you open to put items in will never swing into the dishwasher door when it's down. This is an advantage when you're working at the sink and cleaning up after meals. I hope this video inspires you to consider effective ways to handle 3 of the collecting zones: wine, coffee, and tea, as well as trash and recycle. When you subscribe to the Space Therapy channel, we will keep giving you clues as to what you can do to create a kitchen that is designed by life.